He was a star football player, an HBCU grad, a student activist during Jim Crow.
Marvin fought for freedom. He fought for freedom for everybody.
When times were hard here in Atlanta, as a student, when the student movement was coming along, he was on the forefront.
Dr. King would say, without the foot soldiers, you wouldn't have seen any progress.
He integrated his law school, ran a prestigious law firm.
He built one of the largest African-American firms here in the United States, and nobody gave him anything. He built it from scratch.
He was one of the major players, a barrier breaker.
Great lawyer. He made a great judge, but he's a great individual, too. He cut a wide swath.
He was bold. He was outspoken. When you're bold, most often you're truthful, and Marvin fought the fight.
He counseled a growing city, administering the right policies year after year. He then became a passionate judge.
That's kind of the legacy of Marvin. People called upon him to save us, to come and restore justice, to come and protect what we have built. And he has done that his entire career and his entire life. And his is a story that people who aspire to public service, they need to know it.
The ultimate coalition builder. While he is unapologetic about his community and his blackness, he is able to reach across racial lines, ethnic lines, and also political lines in order to get things done.
A fighter, an advocate, a mentor, a litigator, an activist, a fixer, a teacher, a guide. But above all, Marvin Arrington Sr. was a leader, a natural-born visionary who helped galvanize a mid-sized southern city into an international cosmopolitan community.
Atlanta became the Black Mecca because of the leadership of Marvin Arrington Sr.
How Atlanta got to be the Atlanta that it is today, it's because of the blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice, and service of political giants like Marvin Arrington Sr.
He was a rainmaker par excellence. If he was a man ahead of his generation when it came to thought processes and ideas, he's an understated leader in Atlanta whose story has not been told.
He's been impactful in a number of ways in regards to Atlanta's infrastructure, transportation, any and everything you can think about, and really making sure that the city of Atlanta was well on its way to where it is now.
Marvin's vision, quite frankly, was ahead of his time. He understood where this city was going. He understood that Atlanta, as an international city, would continue to be a place where people will want to come and live and interact and pursue their dreams.
Marvin Arrington Sr. is definitely one of the architects of this new Atlanta, which really is a model for the whole world to use.
He was part of a very important transition for a major southern city. For African Americans and whites to work together post-civil rights over the last 50 years, he has a prominent place in that.
A civil rights attorney, corporate attorney, and then a judge? Come on, man. On top of being a leading politician? I mean, you can't do much more than that. He is Atlanta's Black Mecca example.
And because he was an Atlanta homeboy, Marvin was the first kind of politician you knew who had ascended to a level that said that's Atlanta. That's Atlanta's own.
He should be celebrated. He was someone who people watched grow into this Atlanta icon. His name should be called amongst the great of our city. We all know the story of Dr. Martin Luther King and so many other civil rights leaders who've called Atlanta home, but for us in Atlanta, we have to remember that Marvin's name has to be called in that same way.
As the longest-serving city council president, he led Atlanta's transformation as a popular and relevant city. In the 1970s, he began working behind the scenes as a powerful voice of a once marginalized people. In the 1980s, he helped open doors with city contracts that led to a Black business boom and Black home ownership. In the 1990s, his day-to-day legislative work ushered in Atlanta's emergence as a world-class city.
Historically, he was a part of the fiber and fabric of Atlanta. He was homegrown.
He made an indelible mark on politics in Atlanta, Georgia.
Marvin became a mover and a shaker. He was driven. He was outspoken. He spoke out at the right time. He didn't shoot from the hip. He shot from the heart.
Marvin Arrington Sr. was one of the founding fathers of Atlanta, of modern Atlanta. He's helped mold and structure and provide the infrastructure for the city of Atlanta to be the booming, bustling city that it is today.
Marvin was our prime minister in Atlanta. Nothing would not have happened in Atlanta had it not been Marvin Arrington's involvement.
Marvin Arrington changed the way city government even read.
He understood the courts, he understood the police, he understood the business community. We are not immune to controversy and conflict. The reason we are functioning is we have people like Marvin Arrington that know how to deal with things.
Marvin Arrington was the lion of the Atlanta City Council, secured the Olympic Games, built out MARTA, developed the highway system in the city of Atlanta, turned us into a major convention center, turned us into a major tourism destination, developed the largest airport, busiest airport on the planet. All of those things were done by men and women. And in the pantheon of them is Marvin Arrington Sr.
Make something out of yourself and set goals, and don't be afraid to challenge the system. And when I got elected, when I went to Atlanta City Hall, they had separate water fountains, separate bathrooms, and the whole 9 yards. And one of the things I did the very first day when we got sworn in, everybody was happy. And I told them I wasn't happy. I've walked into a building where they got white water fountains and black water fountains, black, you know. And I said, as soon as this session's over, I'm gonna go use the white bathroom. And we're gonna get it started in terms of what have you. And so it was difficult, you know, and everybody said, well, you're a troublemaker. I don't know what that means. You know, Vernon Johns, the great minister who was Martin Luther King Jr. predecessor over in Montgomery, had a favorite quote: if you see a good fight, get in it. You know, if you see wrong and don't do anything about it, what is that all about? You know, if you got the power, you know, and flex your muscle for the good, not for corruption.